Reverend David Yo served as Parchment United Methodist minister from 1978 to 1989. His wife, Mary, had an antique shop in Saugatuck. Reverend David Yo retired in 1989 and shared these memories. 11 good and happy years. I remember the day that the brick was presented to us as the mortgage went up in smoke. You are all truly blessed, and I thank God for it.
My name is Howard Potud. My wife, Georgia, and I joined the church approximately around 1980, about 44 years ago. David Yo was our pastor at that time, and we started coming here because we moved to this area. About 1982, David Yo asked Georgia and I to be financial secretaries. We've been doing this job now for 42 years. We're still doing it today. We've been on the finance committee all those years. Some of the old-time members that we remember, Doc Carter was a retired professor of music at Western Michigan University. At that time, we had a very large choir. Another person that came to my mind is a very kind old gentleman by the name of Harvey Estabrook. Harvey Estabrook was the poet of this church. He was the father of Madeline Warner.
Memories of Parchment United Methodist Church from Reverend Dan Miner. From the warm welcome our families received in July of 1989 to the weekend celebration of my retirement in 2011, I have felt the love of this congregation for God and for all our family. Among other things, our years at Parchment were marked by a dedicated paid church staff, steady membership growth, well-attended worship, outstanding musical talents, vital women and men's groups, solid Christian education, and youth programs, and a strong lay leadership core.
Hi, I'm Allison Gumper-Hoffman, and I have been attending Parchment United Methodist Church for 48 years. This is the church where my parents, Russ and Donna Sandifer, got married. My mom's parents came here from Houston and started attending this church, and every one of my sisters, my children and grandchildren have all been baptized in this church. So this church has just brought back incredible memories for me and my family. Just thinking of the early days starting here is we used to love the children's choir, and we loved to learn to sing and have fun, and so there was a lot of giggling involved that the music director didn't appreciate always as much, but it was a lot of fun to learn how to sing, do Sunday school here. Most importantly, Parchment Methodist Church made sure to tell us about summer camp and encourage us to go every year starting in the 3rd grade. And so I went the first time to Crystal Springs in Jawajak, and I was hooked. And I went to church camp from 3rd grade through high school, and those were some of the best memories and the friendships that still last today. Other times here in the church was always the bazaar, helping my grandmother make jam, or our church would provide food baskets every Christmas and Easter. And so as a child and a teenager, I would go with my parents to make sure that we would deliver those food baskets, and the families were always so appreciative, but also just standing there next to my grandmother and helping put those food baskets together. And then that was a tradition that my children and I continued when they were young, just making sure that they got to help deliver those food baskets and just see the impact that we had on other families in the community and really helping out in the need. I was part of the youth group program here, and so at that time of the church when we were in high school, most of us went to different schools, so we would come together every Sunday, and the only time that you could miss Sunday at Grandma and Grandpa's was if you were at youth group. And so we would plan bowling and karaoke and other fun youth activities, and we would all get together on Sundays and just spend time learning more about God and just enjoying time together. And it was interesting because the people you meet here at church or at church camp, these are your friends for life. Like, those are people that I still talk to today. And when times are tough, making sure that we go through everything together. And one thing that what I've done today is a lot in my career. I've been put in different leadership positions, and a lot of that I have to contribute to this church and the family, because I was like in middle school, the new pastor came and he saw something in me and he said, why don't we get you up front and get you speaking? So he helped me become a lay servant to give sermons. On it, there was a youth Sunday, making sure that I was up here speaking, doing the scripture, which really helped get over my fear of public speaking, because I really wasn't comfortable getting in front of people. I like to be behind the scenes, and he just kept encouraging me to get up in front and just share my love of God with everybody. And so that was just an incredible experience.